All right, question 13. Two college roommates each have committed to donating to charity each week for the next year. The roommates' weekly incomes are independent of each other. Suppose the amount donated in a week by one roommate is approximately normal, with mean $30 and standard deviation $10. And the amount donated in a week by the other roommate is approximately normal, with a mean $60 and standard deviation 20. Which of the following is closest to the expected number of weeks in a 52-week year that the combined donations will exceed $120? Try this one on your own, pause the video. We're talking about combined donations again, so think about what we did when we're combining random variables and standard deviations and means and everything that goes along with that. When you're ready, unpause it, or if you're not quite sure, unpause it and we'll go through it step by step. So first, let's talk about the roommates situation. Let's combine. We want to get a normal curve. It says two roommates are they're independent of each other, so that's important. But what we're told is they're approximately normal for each one. So we can take our means. Our means are 30 and 60. And we're simply going to combine their donations. So the combined mean, we'll just say x plus y, is going to be 30 plus 60. So it's going to be centered around $90. All right, their combined donations on average is around $90. Now let's talk about those standard deviations again. Remember, when we're adding those together, we want to square root the sum of the squared standard deviations. So we're going to get those standard deviations at 10 and 20. We're going to square those, and we're going to square a root. What do you get when you do that? So combine that standard deviation is about 22.36. So this is a normal curve, centered around 90, with the standard deviation about 22.3. I wrote 8, but it's 6. So now let's answer the question. The question says, which of the following is closest to the expected number of weeks in a 52-week year that their combined donations will exceed $120? So this question says, it's kind of awkwardly worded because it wants to know the expected number of weeks in a 52-week year. So to get that, you would have to do the probability of exceeding $120 multiplied by the number of weeks in a year. And that'll get you your expected number of weeks and that you'll exceed that $120. Well, we need to know the probability of exceeding $120. So this is a normal curve, right? $120 is somewhere up here. And we want to know what is the probability of getting higher than that. So it's kind of like the last problem with the two bowlers, right? You have $120, want to go probability of getting higher than 120 with that mean of 90 and 22.36, a normal CDF problem. And once you get that number, times it by 52. See what you get. All right, I'm going to do a normal CDF. And my lower bound is going to be 120. My upper bound is going to be infinity. We're going to use $90 as your mean and 22.36 as your standard deviation. And put that in, guys. So it's about 0.0898. So about 9%. So this area here is roughly 9%. Now we have the number. What do you get when you times it by 52? Well, you can do a straight times 52 here. And it looks like it's about 4.67 weeks. So approximately 4.67 weeks out of those 52 weeks would be our expected amount where they would, the two of those college roommates together would exceed $120. So we're going to round that up to 5 weeks. That's the closest one. Says which of the following is closest. So just, got to go up to the nearest one there. All right, great. That's question 13. Pause the video if you need to write anything down. Here's my work from the handout. All right, question 14 is next.